Great win to come away with here. Here at home, was thrilled to be playing at home. Thought our crowd was great, especially down the stretch. But certainly wasn't ideal to have to play 4 defensive possessions there. I think it was 4 in a row there at the end. But appreciate their energy, enthusiasm. Really, I think it gave us a lot of momentum on some of those defensive stops. So really proud of our kids. Belmont's a really, really good team. We always have a really difficult game with them. Very talented. They've been having a great season. So just really pleased to come away with a big win at home, really.
In those final moments, what did you sketch up? What was your game plan?
Well, we were concerned, really the entire game, but especially late in the game with Cheeseman at the 5, just because she shoots the 3 so well. And, in recent games that we've played them, she's really killed us from the 3-point line and just off of their just her picking and popping or our post players losing them. So honestly, at the end, just decided to, I thought Sarah had played great for us. I thought Lainey gave us tremendous minutes, but just defensively, just felt like we would be better off across the board, just going 5 guards, try to simplify it so that our kids knew what the game plan was and just really could try to keep some pressure on them and not give them any easy looks.
Then for Sarah, I know she had a pretty rough game last game, but she bounced back pretty well today.
Yeah, last game was unusual for her. I mean, not characteristic. She's been tremendous for us all season. Always plays her tail off, but just, some shots didn't go down for her last game. She probably didn't rebound as well as she typically does. But I know she came back from that, in practice and just coming into this game with a sense of urgency and just wanting to get better. And she was tremendous tonight. She was back to her usual, super efficient from the field for us. I thought had great defensive effort. I thought she was outstanding, and obviously a huge bucket for us down the stretch.
Free throws, I think that's a big topic of conversation, even for the men last night. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know, maybe there's a lid on it, between the men's game and our game. But no, I mean, you can't, we couldn't have gotten any better, picked any better free throw shooters to put on the line. I mean, you look at, and they don't need to become mental about it or anything. Kira's a great free throw shooter. So is Paige. They're consistent. They've done it over time. So, for whatever reason, we ended up missing them. But thank goodness we had a lead. And the most important thing was they protected our lead and we went down and got stopped. So, that's very uncharacteristic. That's certainly not the norm. And, I still have a ton of confidence in them, end of the game. Let's get them to the free throw line, definitely put the ball in their hands. And, law of averages, if you look at how they've done over their career, hopefully that's about it.
I mean, it was physical, it was scrappy. How do you keep these girls composed and, keep them from retaliating, I guess you could say? Yeah, I mean, really I expected a very physical game.
It certainly was. I think our schedule has prepared us and, just from a physicality standpoint with other teams we've played as well. And I thought our kids just, showed a lot of toughness. They continued to battle. Just really were resilient and just stayed after it. And, it wasn't always pretty, but, found a way to win. And that's a sign of a good team when you can find a way to win despite being perfect.
How does it feel to get your first conference win?
Good. Let's hope there's a few more in store.
That in mind, you have Murray State on Saturday. What do you kind of expect from them?
I mean, they're scoring at a rapid pace. I mean, close to 100 a game. One of the nation's leaders in terms of points per game and just offensive efficiency. They want it to be a track meet. I mean, they're going to pressure. They're trying to score as quickly as possible. I think they scored 90-some tonight and didn't even have their leading scorer play, for whatever reason. So we've always had a difficult matchup with them. They're talented. They're really deep. Style of play is going to be completely different than it was tonight. Tonight more of a methodical half-court game to an extent is what it sort of turned into. Where on Saturday, I mean, it's going to be, it's going to be much more up and down, pressure, pressing, just a fast tempo type of game, which is what I expect. The important thing is that, we can play fast, but we need to control tempo too and understand when to go and when we need to slow things down and really execute our stuff and take care of the ball, most importantly.